What would be awesome to have 3 of, but terrible to have 300? Tequila shots. Ibuprofen. Assuming you've got a headache. I mean, you wouldn't have a headache anymore. Or a liver. Princes in a kingdom. 3 princes is very good. This way if 1 or 2 die there's still heir to the throne. 300 princes in the country descends into chaos. 3 caramel apples is a nice, reliable treat to have. 300 caramel apples and you get ants. Do you want ants? Children. It would be Lord of the Flies. Spartans blocking the road. Arms. I've long been of the opinion that humans should grow an additional arm for each child that they have. Books you really want to read. Looks at overflowing shelf. Oh no. Cats or dogs? Really most any pet. Testicles. When this hits 200 upvotes I lost my shit. I didn't expect this and I've had a min celebration every 50 upvotes after that lol. The Kung Fu Panda trilogy. 3 trilogies. 9 movies. 300 trilogies. 900 movies all about that panda. Eyes. I mean, it would be pretty badass to be an angel. Stone pickaxes. I just make one and make iron top priority in early game. I hate stone picks. Children. Names. Imagine your mom calling your full name when she gets mad at you. It'll take a full hour at least. Can't think of any but hey imagine 300 cat girls. A man of culture I see. It is brilliant to meet another lover of the feline girls. Main characters. Looking at you. Game of Thrones. Breasts. Speak for yourself. I don't want to ask. Because I demand. Cars. You couldn't afford the insurance, registration, or upkeep on all that. Plus, where would you keep them? Jay Leno would like to disagree. Mounted moose heads with antlers for your home. One over the fireplace mantle. One in the foyer. The other in the den. 300 moose heads would be an entire herd in your house. Dogs. Why it would be hard to keep track of 300. They would all mate constantly, that's double the amount of dogs. It would be hard to neuter them. You need to walk all of them. You need to feed all of them. It would suck. Also every time there's fireworks, they bark. Somebody knocks the door, they bark. You would also stink. Small solid gold statues of Jesus on your chest. Pounds of cheese. Monthly repayments left on a loan. Door knocks. I imagine 3 slow and 300 super fast. Knuckle busting knocks. Choices. I've been told that after a certain point, the more choices we have the less happy we are. The example I believe I came across once was imagine going to an ice cream parlor with 3 flavors. Chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry where you can only have one flavor. Most of us could easily pick a flavor and be happy with it. Now think about an ice cream parlor with loads of choices. There is dark chocolate, cookies and cream, chocolate chip cookie dough, red velvet, brownie batter, fudge, mint chocolate chip, chocolate, vanilla, chocolate and rum, cherry, pistachio, mousse tracks, rocky road, peanut butter cup, buttered pecan, M&M, green tea, leche, raspberry, birthday cake, banana, caramel cone, mango, and a bunch of fancy flavors with tons of tasty mix-ins. You can only have one flavor. Suddenly, it's super hard to choose. You're probably going to be a bit unhappy with your choice because you're like, dang, I wonder if I should have gone with red velvet instead of playing it safe and getting cookie dough. What if somebody in the prison is a vampire? Not knowing that is how you stay in prison for 30k years. I mean, technically you can be sentenced for longer than the average lifetime. You just can't live out more than one. Cars. I'm not a salesman. Don't have anywhere to put 300 cars. And it genuinely sounds like a pain in the ass to keep up with. An extra 3 inches PP length. Having to lug around a rope in my pants would suck quite a bit. Choose. Imagine having to choose between them. Mice. Having mice as pets is amazing. They're extremely intelligent and cute. But having 300 mice would be absolutely terrifying because you know good and well at least one of them would escape. Would you recount all the mice every day? You're bound to make a miscount, so you'll have to count again. But by the time you realize you're missing a mouse or maybe even missing mice, they've already gotten into your cupboards and eaten a hole through a loaf of bread or gotten into a box of cereal. Don't even get me started on naming all of them. Have you thought of 300 names for mice? And what happens when they start to breed? Because you know as well as I do, you will probably accidentally put male and female mice together. And then they multiply. Fast. You start off with 300 mice and in a week you could have 600. Then even more. Next thing you know, you're feeding thousands of mice that you'll have to count every night and make sure that they're all in the cages they belong in. Now you're having a mouse uprising. They're everywhere. You can't sleep. You become one of them. You worship the mice. Our squeaky overlords. You've accidentally started Armageddon. Mouse apocalypse. It's the end of the world. All because you decided you wanted to be greedy and have 300 mice. Go you. Kids. I'm barely holding it together with 3 kids, but they make the house more fun and warmth. Sorry, English is not my first language. PC monitors. 3 would be cool. But 300. Oh dear god. Cats. Lizards. Dogs. Really any pet. And X200B. Well, I guess the cats are fine if you are a 47-year-old woman who never found love, had kids, had friends, or got any kind of enjoyment out of life and got a bunch of cats in an attempt to cure her loneliness and depression. Husbands. Cause chances are at least one will be good at oral, one will be good at sex, and one will be good at snuggling. Chances are good also one will be at least relatively good with money. One will be a bad boy. And one will be a good day worker. Chances are they will make sure all the household chores are done between the 3 of them. Or one of the dozen kids yap about having 3 husbands will be old enough to do chores. Chances are also good if you like girls too. Those 3 husbands won't mind and will enjoy sharing their wife as well. A. Toes? Fast and Furious franchise. Really should have stopped after Tokyo Drift.